you should really do your research before you make a video about that. You claim to be an expert, yet you say ... Yes, so there you go. Even if no one watches this video is very important to me. I want you to try to imagine what it's like for me on the other side of the camera. It's funny because on both of my channels, Nick Shell and my other one, Family Friendly Daddy Blog, which I think I'm going to actually put this video on both because this is such a common phenomenon. See, we have different roles. I am the creator. It's my job to initiate conversations that are going to engage people. I am a communicator. I am a creator. People who watch my videos are consumers. They engage in those conversations. That's how our relationship works. What's funny is, and it's never the people that have been watching my videos for a while. It's the people who just randomly landed on my channel, not even knowing how they got here, and then whatever my theory or my concept that I'm sharing is, here's what they'll say. You should do your research on this before making a video about it. You claim to be an expert, yet ... And then they'll say all this stuff. What's funny is, I am not an expert. And it's funny because this video is about the perception of people who watch my videos on both channels, especially first-time viewers. I don't understand why it's a phenomenon that viewers of YouTube videos, that they assume that if you make a video on YouTube, that means you're claiming that you're an expert. It's funny, that's an assumption that people make. People will assume that you are claiming to be an expert, or that you're even obsessed with the topic. That comes up a lot too. If you make multiple videos about something that people are engaged in and watching, naturally as a creator, you're gonna keep making more videos about that. Then they think that you're obsessed with that topic. The topic that they're obsessed with, which is the reason I made multiple videos about the topic. But yeah, I have theories, I have concepts that I talk about in my videos, and people, that's like they get angry because they think that I'm claiming to be an expert. I'm not an expert, but specifically too, they get upset, they appear emotional, saying that I should do my research before I make a video about that. As if that's a thing, as if that's a rule. Hey, okay, you wanna have a YouTube channel? Well, listen up. You gotta do your research first, whatever you talk about, because listen up, you wanna be on YouTube? Well, first of all, you need to be an expert about whatever you're talking about. And then two, you better do your research because you're an expert. It's funny that people think that about people who make YouTube. So for fun, I like to remind people, I'm not an expert. I'm a random guy on YouTube. I'm saying that a lot here recently. I'm a random guy on YouTube. You shouldn't listen to me. And it's funny because so much of what I talk about, again, I'm just a random guy on the internet. It's not like I have any authority on the subject. But here's what makes me special compared to most people that you're going to deal with and encounter with and hear from on a daily basis with my videos. For me, in the end, I don't care if I'm right. And that sets me apart from, I really truly believe, most people in the world, especially people who watch my videos. A lot of people who watch videos on YouTube, not just my channel, but any channel, they want to be right. It's very important that they're right. So they watch a video about whatever random thing I'm talking about, and they think, oh, I get to debate this guy. And then here I am, I'm like, oh, I'm not debating, I'm just talking about the subject. What's really funny is when I'll make a video, I'll get a dozen comments, and to carry on the conversation further, because again, I am a creator, that's what I do. So I'll get my phone and I'll say, hey, in this last video, here was the video topic, this person had this to say, quote, and then I'll quote the comment and I'll make a video based on what they said. And I start the video by acknowledging that, quote, this is what the person said. And then people will watch the video and give it thumbs down and get angry, not because of my take on what that person said, but they disagreed and got angry with what the commenting person said. So they automatically assign that dislike to me and that anger to me. I didn't like the video because that other person said that thing on the other video. Like that happens to me. People get angry that someone else left a comment, but then they get mad that I would make a video about, I'll give you an example. This happened quite recently. And again, I'm going to put this video on both channels. But I made a video talking, someone left a comment that they claimed that they were Native American. And they said that most Native American people believe that Native American people have always been in America. Okay? That was what they said, so I made a video about it. And it was funny, the reactions to that video, because a lot of people said I had no right to make a video based on that person's comment because that doesn't necessarily reflect most Native Americans. Well, that Native American said it did. And all I was is the third party was just making a video about it. And then a lot of people gave it thumbs down and got angry because they disagreed with what the person in the comment said. I'll have that happen a lot. And again, I got those comments. You should do your research. You claim to be an expert. No. It's just funny because people have all this emotion that they want to assign to somebody. So even if I'm making a video about something somebody else said, and I clearly make it clear I don't agree with them on it, which I do not agree that Native American people have always been in America. They migrated through, Alaska, Siberia, all that long ago from Asia, long ago. That's common knowledge, right? But one person left one comment and I made a video about it asking, here's what I said in the video. I said, this person claims to be Native American and they're saying that most Native Americans believe this. Is this true? See, that's the actual video. That's what the video was about. So about me asking, is that true, Native Americans? Well, instead, people who were not Native Americans got angry and said, well, you shouldn't generalize what Native Americans believe. I'm not. The person who left the comment was generalizing what Native Americans believe, and they claim to be Native American. So it's just really interesting. You know what? Even if this video is not popular, I'm having fun making it, just explaining to you what it's like behind the scenes. And I have to imagine that a lot of YouTubers out there experience this too, where people assume that you're claiming to be an expert, and that if you are not an expert, then you should have done better research. What a lot of YouTube viewers do not allow for is a guy like me just to talk about something. And it's not important to me that I'm right or wrong. A lot of people, it's very important to them that they're right. And for me, one of my life philosophies is anything you believe is true in your mind. So because I believe that, I'm like, okay, well, here's my random belief about this thing. And I'm going to tell you what the thing is. And here's the video. And after that, I never care if people disagree with me. I'm happy to have the conversation, but it's not like my emotions change, my heart rate changes, my blood pressure changes as people disagree with me. That's fine that they disagree, because I assume that most people disagree with me about most things. I just assume that. There's nothing surprising about that. But to those people, they get caught up in wanting to prove me wrong. Prove the guy wrong. He's claiming to be an expert. He should do some more research. And on my end, it's like, oh, you're having a debate with me? Oh, well, you can believe whatever you want to. I'm not trying to convince you of what I just said. I'm just saying that that's what I believe. I guess it's the thing. Anytime you, hey, I'm going to make a video about what I believe. What that translates to a lot of people is, oh, this guy wants me to debate him. I'm going to prove him wrong. I'm going to take this guy down. And so I guess there are YouTubers who get bothered by that. But for me, I'm like, yeah, that's cool that you disagree. I expected you to. That's fine. And I will close this video by reminding everyone of what I've said before in a video. And that is, ultimately, what I believe, it doesn't really matter. And what you believe, it ultimately doesn't matter. As long as we are not hurting other people, what we believe doesn't matter. It's funny, we have such polarized topics, especially in the United States. How people feel about abortion, for example. How people feel about Donald Trump, for example, and the wall, and all these things. We have our perspectives and our feelings and our views and what we think is wrong or right. Those are beliefs. By talking about them on a video, it doesn't change the course of actions. It doesn't actually change what's going on, but people believe in their mind somehow that it is. And it reminds me very similarly of, this is something I see in American culture all the time, where people will throw money at a cause to try to stop or change something that money can't really help. I'm going to give you an example. This is very controversial. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. again, if you don't agree with me, I don't expect you to. It's not important that you agree with. It's just a belief. What I say doesn't matter, right? What I believe doesn't matter. What I say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. But I'm just saying, like the Susan Komen thing with the pink ribbons, people throw thousands of dollars. They've been doing that since 1984. They just throw the money. Why? Because someone they knew and loved was affected by breast cancer and may have died in the process. So throw the money, throw the money, throw the money. You know, people throw money at causes. But that's the thing I believe in. So if I throw this money at it, it'll help my belief become reality. I don't believe that. I mean, yeah, it's good medical research and all that stuff, but ultimately, I often see it, and I see car dealerships. Well, if you buy a car this weekend, we'll donate $1,000 to the breast cancer, or whatever cancer or disease, whatever it is. They're going to do that because they're toying with your emotions, because they know that you have this belief that's very much a part of your identity, and they can shortcut into that. They're salespeople. They know that. I know that. I work in sales, and I'm not saying I do that to people, but because I know behind the scenes how to manipulate people's emotions, I know that people's beliefs are who they are. That's their identity. If you can speak to that identity, whether or not you agree with them, that doesn't matter. If that's their belief and you can speak that language, you can connect that person. If you can't figure out the thing that is motivating them, then you can't. People's beliefs are their identities. And for a lot of people, they believe that YouTubers are claiming to be experts and that they need to do research. Guess what? I'm not going to do research. I'm not an expert. I'm a random guy on the internet who has beliefs, and I don't care if people agree with them or not. Because what I believe and what I say, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to change anything by saying, you know what? All the pollution in the world, you know what? What we need to do is we need to make plastic illegal, because plastic is really the problem. It's these corporations. It's their fault for actually creating plastic and then trying to make us recycle it. It's going into the ocean, and these fish are eating it. If we would stop making plastic, then we wouldn't have to stop cleaning up after these corporations. They know that they're causing the pollution. Go back to glass. If I said that, that's just my belief. Me saying it didn't change anything, did it? Your comments belong right here.